Good evening, Pitkin County.
North Bay.
Hey, good evening, North Bay. As always, I'm your co-anchor, Dr. Hunter Thompson, joined as always by my co-host, William Hurst.
It's a pleasure to see you as always, Hunter, and boy, oh boy, is it a good day to be a clone. We've got a marvelously adequate program scheduled for you all this evening. First up, Robbie Tank Pigskin's got some exciting updates for us from the wonderful world of sports, followed by our temporary weatherman, Lanky Joe, whom our interns found in the dumpster behind our studio. How does it feel to have a job, Joe?
Where's my box? I need to change my wrapped litter box.
Delightful. After we hear from Joe, Hunter and I will give you, the audience, the big scoop on the hot events of the last 3 days. And Hunter, are you feeling all right?
We can report here, Bill. This is backcountry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for my co-host and his drunken antics. I'm terribly sorry, everyone. It appears Mr. Thompson has come to work under the influence today. What's the damage this time, Hunter?
Hard to tell, but last I recall, I was at 2 bowls of grass, 4 pellets of mescaline, 5 tabs of high-powered blotter acid, maybe 3 lines of coke, handful of uppers, downers, screamers, and laughers, also a triple shot of tequila, dash of rum, bottle of Ballantine ale, quick whiff of ether, and an amyl or 2.
How my clone host is alive right now is a miracle and a medical anomaly, folks. Tank, how are things in the sports scene this week?
God damn it, Jesse! Did you finish off my fucking soda? God! Okay, you know what? Hi, everybody. This is great. Are you as jacked up as I am for our JC's homecoming game against the Petaluma rivals?
No, not really.
It's gonna be fucking G-R-A-T fucking great! I mean, who actually calls their team the rivals?
Probably people like Hunter here.
Good one. Meanwhile, in the major leagues, well, all they're doing is flailing their balls with a stick. But guess what? In the world of semi-professional hockey, Drake Dukowski, the gray-ass star from the Calgary Corpses, has been sidelined with 4 broken ribs, a punctured lung, and a fucking dislocated jaw after a devastating hip check from the Moscow Iron Bear himself, Ulov Gorbachev.
Gorbachev! Does he bear any relation to the former leader of the,
No, he doesn't, no.
Well, I'm sure he'll be in all our prayers, and I personally hope for a speedy recovery. I hear there's some exciting news for Extreme Dodgeball fans.
Yes, Bill, there is. The league has chosen Detroit as the next location for fucking next month's dodgeball game, the Bludgeon Bowl 47.
Only the most brutal war zones for the NLED. Eh, Tank?
You got that right, Bill, and I am for one super effing psyched! Ha Dodgeball! Dodge, nerd! Dodgeball! Yeah! Woo! Take that! And then that! Dodgeball! Dodge!
Yeah, he just ran out of the studio doors, and it looks like he's headed for the south entrance. Yes, you'll probably need someone with a mace and a taser. No, I doubt beanbag rounds will be necessary. All right, thank you for your civil service. Good news, Hunter! You aren't the only one who came into work juiced today. And now on to the weather.
Screw you! I need my rat box so I can feel its litter. Evening, folks. I'm drunker than fuck. Today, we got a super big volcanic eruption covering Oakland in red hot lava.
No, there isn't, Jeff.
Screw you, Kyle!
You are no use to me. I have a back. Screw your rules.
Spicing up the weather, I like his style.
Shut it. Anyhow, here in town we got a 79% chance of rain for the next 2 weeks straight. And good hail the size of raccoons. Screw you guys. Don't worry about anything, guys, though, because all you gotta do is just find yourself a nice spot out in the center and find yourself a big box, and y'all just be fine. Don't just come asking me for my box, though. That's my box. Screw you. Get out of my box. Kitty, get out of the freaking box before I kill you. Screw you.
Joe, I'm gonna cut you off here. Okay. And now for the scoop on your current events. Well, current events are around here, so... yes, of course. If I may, folks, I'd like to kick off this segment with some personal news. My test results came back today, and it turns out I'm a healthy enough clone that my life expectancy is good enough for me to take back Hearst Castle by force. If you'd like to help me on this, if you would like to help me storm my former castle and reclaim my former glory, be at the front gate to the castle 3 weeks from today. Another cause for celebration this week is the re-election of Theodore Roosevelt, which makes him the first ever cloned president of the United States. In other news, an armada of metal zeppelins from the planet Mars was spotted today over the Chicago skyline, leaving some civilians frightened of what the aliens might want, and the rest of the city rejoicing at being first chosen for first con, and the rest of them rejoicing. Son of a bitch, I hate this line so much. And the rest of them rejoicing to being chosen for first contact.
Mr. Hurst?
Meanwhile, German biologists have apparently succeeded in genetically reconstituting a woolly mammoth and are now working toward breeding a hybrid army of angry grizzly bear mastodon chimeras.
Mr. Hurst, neither of the things happened. You are eligible to have your mansion back, and there's no aliens over Chicago or...
Don't tell me the truth and fix it on the news, boy. Do you know who I am? I'm William Randolph Hearst. I've built an empire out of building blocks made of Spice News articles, and you may not realize it, but even your skinny jeans are property of one of my corporations.
In other news, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to drop by the Northwestern California Knife and Firearm Expo at Fort Mason in San Francisco. I myself paid a visit to the expo on Saturday, and I've got to say they've got quite the arsenal of goods and services. While there, I treated myself to a Chiappa Rhino, an M1187 shotgun, and the 8th edition of DIY explosives, and you.
Hunter, have I told you lately that you're my favorite sociopath?
Every time I drag you down to the range, Bill. But we don't have time to chat because we've just received a double dose of breaking news.
Indeed, indeed. It would appear not only that my old friend Ambrose Bierce has resurfaced from a decade-long disappearance, but he's also contacted our studio claiming to have gotten a live interview with legendary street artist Harold Saxon. We go over to Ambrose right now, over on 10th and Cochet. Ambrose?
Thank you, Bill. Good to hear from you again after all these years. I'm here right now with Harold Saxon. Question number 1. Is Harold Saxon an alias?
No. It's official. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. If I tell you it's official, it's official.
Oh, right. And I understand you recently put up a new painting on the side of a bank.
Yes, I did, Andrew.
Ambrose.
Arnold?
Motherfucker.
Well, anyways, sad to inform you guys, but overnight, the establishment sandblasted my piece away.
That's a shame.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I mean, the whole point of the piece was to show how, beauty fades over time.
And what exactly was it?
It was Ellen DeGeneres and Nancy Reagan playing in the roles of Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal in Brokeback Mountain.
I would pay money to see that movie, but what does that have to do with anything?
All right, you got me, Dominic. Well, I don't really put any meaning or symbolism into my art. But no matter what kind of crap I put up, these angsty teenagers just keep following me around like I'm some sort of You know, Messiah Jesus.
Mm-hmm. It's people like you that made me flee to Mexico. Back to you, Bill.
I tell you, Hunter, it sure feels great to see Ambrose after so long.
Yeah, was he cloned too?
Oh no. After he vanished in 1913, his travels eventually brought him to a pond in the Florida Everglades that left him feeling full of youth and vigor, or so he told our interns.
Also, didn't look anything like Ambrose Bierce. Well, everybody, it's time for us to sign off and for me to get back to my compound before the man tries to raid my stash. But there's still plenty of exciting programming up ahead. After our broadcast, stay tuned for the network's primetime game show block, which rolls out of the gate with an exciting new episode of Wheel of Pain, followed by a special hour-long episode of Biggest Fatty McFat Fat Butterball, and then the season finale of Deal or Go Home Poor.
And catch us again tomorrow when we interview actors Danny Trejo and Nicolas Cage in the studio while Cage wears a bear costume the entire time.
All right, well, this has been a lame fuck around, and I'm twisted out of my gourd right now. There's no point looking back. Fuck no, not today, thank you kindly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing you take away from this evening, it's buy the ticket and take the ride. Good night, Pitkin County.
Good night, everybody, and if you haven't already, go fuck yourselves.